if you're not sticking the user to your domain on a checkout of an e-commerce site, that's I can't even imagine why someone would continue with that. You've got some layout issues, some performance issues on some of these sites. Those are, again, if you've already known the brand, you're probably not going to have a big deal about it. There was the one that was more of a, seemed like a discount brand. And again, I didn't recognize them. And then some of the layout issues, and it just didn't feel like something I wanted to spend hundreds of dollars on online.
Cheers, mix, click, and code with Boozy browsing, sipping and fixing the web one cocktail at a time.
Well, so after that amazing intro, as we know, Miki's not here, and I screwed the whole thing up and recorded a lot without screen sharing. So you could have watched me blabber on, but hopefully we'll re-edit this and start from here. So here's to Matt soloing Boozy browsing. What just happened? This is a non-starter to me. This is a who would ever buy from this site. I just got hijacked all over it. Different domain. Maybe that's legit, but the fonts are all jacked up. This, I think, is a, man, this is bad. I want to almost send them a note. I don't even know if they got hacked or if this is real. All right, we've got an awesome show today. I'm running solo, which means Miki might edit this out and never actually go live with it. So we'll see. In the meantime, let's introduce my beer. And it's actually not a beer. It's going to be a cider again. So Snowcap cider, 6130 foot, medium dry. I mean, it's a cider, so it should be pretty good, right? Fermented dry, 0 sugar. So I assume high alcohol content then. This might be a really good show. We'll see. Kind of weird toasting myself, but cheers to myself and see how much I screw up this episode, guys. Yeah, it's got a good kick. Not very sweet. It's an interesting taste. Different apple blend. Interesting. Not my favorite for a cider. Guess it's because of the dry. Anyways, gonna try out a different flow. We're gonna do a bunch of reviews. I'm gonna do a lightning round of reviews. The idea here is being a first time I've gone to the site, maybe I'm a new user, and I'm just I've heard about the site and I want to get something really quick. But I've never seen the site, and obviously I don't have cash or anything. So I want to see some performance issues, want to see layout issues, but not the typical where we're spending 20 minutes reviewing the site. Just like, should I bounce or should I keep going? So let me get the list together. And okay, the first site, I recognize the brand. It's going to be a big brand. I think we're going to do all big sites. So cool. I make clothing. I'm surprised I'm not wearing one of them. Let's start a bit again with the sites, and I'm going to actually click share screen this time and share my whole window. Awesome. And I can actually see that I'm sharing my screen. So cool. Literally cool. Let's go through their site and check it out. So nice and fast. That was super instant. I got a full nav, lots of stuff in the nav, but again, I'm coming in knowing what I want to buy. Fresh user to the site though, so I'm going to get some pants. Click on the pants. This is probably the ones because they're promoting it. $100 pants, but yeah, that's what it is. I'm going to go with this color. I like this color. That was nice. Pretty fast. I saw a little spinner there. It's 34, length 36. Oh, luckily I had the right color. That was all pretty fast. That was a little slow there. We've got some extra upsells. Basically, I'm going to view cart and check out. That was really fast. Nothing. My mouse kind of wandered a little bit. We got type in code. Got a full screen to actually check out. A little distracting, but performance-wise, great. I'm going to continue with checkout. Obviously, they want me to log in if possible. So the sooner they can get my email, the better they can reach out to me for abandoned carts. This is pretty standard. I'm going to give this one, there were some spinners, some layout shifts a little bit. So first site today, I'm going to give them a 4 out of 5. Going with the idea we're going to go through these fast. So that was pretty good though. I definitely would have checked out if I was going to buy those pants. All right. That's a bit slow. That's a lot slow. And now I've got stuff that looked like a pop-up and another pop-up. This is taking forever to load. I got a truck that's out of frame. Trail racks. I don't really know the brand personally, but as a user that was supposed to be coming here, this is not super professional looking that right there, honestly. I'm gonna go get the cookie pop-up. That's fine. This is okay. This is totally fine too. Let's say I wanted to get a roof rack for my Toyota that I don't own. I'm not one of the 90% of off-roaders that have a Toyota. That's kind of cool, but I'm going. So I got super deals. Likely this is maybe a budget brand. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're just giving Black Friday deals and not telling us that it's just Black Friday and limited time, but that's a considerable discount, I would say. This is nothing wrong there. That was pretty fast. Let's say I wanted a light bar that shifted over. That's totally fine. Add to cart. Okay, now we're getting weird. I got a weird kind of iframe, whatever div that has a scroll bar. That's not cool. I got a usave and then a usave. I'm losing my confidence in a site like this pretty quickly. It is a Shopify site, so I don't know what they kind of configured to get that stuff going on, but maybe they're in the middle of trying to get some Black Friday deals up and I just hit them with that. But yeah, I'm probably going to rethink my checkout at this point and go to another site. I might come back, but I would give them a 3 out of 4, maybe even a 2 because I wouldn't check out right now personally. So going on to Red Arc Electronics, I've definitely heard of them. They're a big name in the electronic kind of, whether 12-volt charging systems, distribution systems for different lighting and everything like that. I got my shop by vehicle. That was pretty slow. The interaction, I was kind of talking through it. Scroll. That's a good way of doing the pop-up. I already interacted with the site. Maybe do it a little longer, or maybe even wait until I got to a product page to tell me I can get 10% off. I'm still on the home page. That would be one consideration. I know you got products here, but I think letting the user get a little bit further down the path would be important. Let's see. Let's say I wanted to get not something simple. That's a charger. They sell some pretty high-end stuff. Let's go. Yeah, just go shop by vehicle. That was okay. A lot of layout shift and not I'm not a fan of that, but apparently they don't have, so I gotta search for Dodge. Hey, I'm a Ram guy. I'm not, but I do own a Ram. I shouldn't have to search Dodge for Ram. Come on. That's a niche kind of person there, but still, if you're in a vehicle selection and off-road stuff, you should know that. Let's go. So got that. That was really slow to load in my opinion. Now I got some RAM specific stuff. I was trying to get something higher end than just a DC to DC charger. Got a brake controller. I don't know why a brake controller $300, but I guess maybe I don't have to run wiring. I guess that's kind of cool. Well, this one's only $200. Add to cart. Ding. This is ridiculously slow. Way too slow for what that just did. I got the console over here. I know a regular user wouldn't have console output, but I've got some errors after pay installments. That's kind of something's going on there. Proceed to checkout. Let's see. Spinner. Wonderful. Oh, lots of layout shift. Oh, 2 spinners. You get bonus points from, I get a spinner inside of a spinner. Okay. We've talked about this before. This is a premium product with really bad checkout. I mean, sure, if I really wanted it, I would have checked out, but I'm going to move on at this point. I'd give them I guess I'll go with a 3, but I would say probably even close to a 2 for that experience. 4-wheel parts. I know they're based out of New Jersey. I've seen some of their stuff. They do a lot of stuff for off-road trucks, things like that. A lot of suspension stuff. So let's say I wanted to get, that was some font shifting. That's not great. Could have picked a different font. That was, again, not on the homepage. I mean, It's probably a default, throw the JavaScript in, but not on the homepage. This is not the time to be upselling like offers and things like that. I don't feel like. I wanted to get a suspension. So this is about the time because I'm getting closer to finding what I wanted, and you know that I'm a user that actually wants to come back for something. Let's say I wanted a lift kit. Definitely by now, give it to me. Well, I don't know why it didn't load. It's still loading. Well, that's super slow. Yay. My impression just went way down. You could tell by my voice. The images are not even loading. I guess I can take my drink now. Yay. Wonderful. Sad. I'm not even going to wait for it. Jeep Wrangler. I wanted a little lift. That's a pretty big lift. Click there. Still not loading. They're definitely having problems. Maybe they got some Black Friday deals and they're sending a ton of traffic. Not cool. Basically paying money for people to leave your site. Spinner, that was okay for a half a second. At that point, a 1 second. And then for layout shifts, and now I don't know why I didn't leave the page, basically. I even forgot what I was doing because it did something that. So I can add to cart up there. All these options. Yeah, I mean, they do install locally and stuff, but that's a lot of clutter. I thought I clicked add to cart. Another spinner. That's shifted all over the place. And then off screen, checkout now, super tiny. Like this all got really small. Trying to look through. Customers also bought, a gift card. Yay. Is it a gift card worth more than you're buying though? There's no point in me buying it. Check out now. If someone's buying a suspension, why are you giving them a gift card to buy more stuff? And you're going to pay the same amount for the gift card. Well, this is a really old and cluttered checkout at this point. I'm not going to buy this as a user, but a lot of improvement needed here. I'd give them a 3 out of 5. Going on to the next one. We got, just by the name, I know who they are. They sell lights, all kinds of lights. Really high-end, well-made. Cookie accept. That loaded pretty fast. Nothing. Okay, so my mouse interaction triggered this. Again, it's just one more thing to close as a user. It's not worth it. You should hit them up later on. I think they're all using like the same, well, they're all probably all on Shopify, but still like the same kind of templates. Maybe they're on WooCommerce, but whatever. And it's deciding to do it on every page rather than hold off on the first page view. So let's say I did it. I'm just going to buy a product. I'm not going to buy something vehicle specific. So I'm going to light bar. Again, I know what I want technically as a user, right? I'm saying that I want a light bar. I'm going in. So let's go spending a ton of money on a light bar. Everything was super fast. Now I clicked and it's loading, and the product page was super slow. This is way too tight. This is kind of style stuff. Not cool with all that layout. It doesnnhave look professional to me. I want a 50-inch. I feel like that's at least the 50-inch, so I don't know why I don't see a 30-inch or on a truck. They have no images for it on the truck, whatever. Add to cart. Probably already see this on YouTube. Someone upsold it or told me to buy it. I clicked add to cart. Oh, okay. Okay. So I didn't click that, but it's still not showing. So now it's shifting. That was weird. That was okay. I don't like the way, there's no reason for it to shift and then grow. We know it's going to be full height out. I feel like I'm now buying a $2,000 light bar apparently. Whoa. What is going on here? Yeah, I just got hijacked. I mean, this is a user's experience. My guess is probably legitimate, but this is the worst kind of experience you could have for an end user. You got serif fonts where it used to be sans serif, so it's not even looks the same. Your logo is tiny. You got, I'm a brand of families within this company that I have no idea who they are. And again, it just looks like garbage for a $2,000 product. Hard no. This is like a 1 or a 0. I would never buy from a site that did this. On to Sherpa. So they're a local company, so I know who they are. I've probably actually been to their site before too, because I've looked up roof racks for them. Yeah, so they got Black Friday deals. That was okay. That was definitely some loading, but the big image, nice and clean. At least they waited until I scrolled down the page. Maybe it was a timer, but it's still not great. I mean, a newsletter, I feel like you should be along the purchasing path a little bit long. Deals, maybe to link like, oh, I've got a 25% deal, and then throw that at me, give me the idea. I'm gonna buy a roof rack. Let's see. I know what truck I have. Let's say I'm going for. There's a topper truck. I don't have a Toyota. I know they have stuff for Rams. You guys just got to do it by vehicle. Oops. I click. I don't know what happened. I clicked twice. All right, I'm still on a Ram. Let's go for the. I don't have a mega cab. I have a crew cab. Didn't change the image. That's kind of clearance lights. What does no clearance lights look like? Nope. Okay. Ships for free. You got a sale or save. It is Black Friday time. Add to cart. It added a cart. That was pretty quick. There's nothing wrong with this. I think it could have been a little bit large. Definitely a bigger truck image, but maybe not at this point. Let's say I want to go check out. No problems here. Like, again, I was a user. I knew what I wanted. I came to this page. I'm probably going to check out just fine. Like, I didn't have anything that told me not to buy. So probably a 4 out of 5, only because there are definitely some improvements on performance and a little bit of layout, but overall I would have definitely bought as a customer. It's kind of, it might have been the first one we looked at that I would have bought. It's kind of weird. All right, a little layout shift. I'm sure there's an image that'll eventually load in. To Tune Outdoors, they're a camper topper for trucks, local to Denver, premium product. That was some definite performance issues on the big image. Maybe it's just a image size. Maybe they got some issues with their server, like whoever they're using with the CDN. This is not a product that you're like, oh, I'm going to go to their website because I Googled it and then I'm going to buy it. This is a product you're actually going to do some research on, probably go through the site, find some things, find some videos. So, got press, events, blog, build gallery. So, this is probably other clients and stuff. Cool. That was kind of slow. Clicking back to products. And they have one main product, and then I'm sure they have a lot of accessories. I click product, but nothing happened. My console log is going crazy. Lightbox, fancy box. Cool, they got a bunch of plugins. Let's go with the Tune M1 large. L? Is that large? Lightweight, okay. Let's try to find some accessories. Let's do a checkup. Because this is not, again, not a product that you're going to come here real quick and then just buy, unless you already knew who they were. I need a ladder for my big tall truck. $200. I don't have any accessories. That's a shame, but got some errors in the console. But that loaded really fast. That's almost how, like, I don't like the shift in there because it was, I'm sure if it was bigger, I would have needed to take up more room, but you could at least take up room for one. It's probably the most likely. But I like the idea that you could add your code here. It's probably going to show me again. Shipping and handling, TBD. That's pretty standard right there. That was quick. Foxycart.com. I mean, for a $200 ladder, I might not have even, not that $200 is not a lot of money, but it's a premium ladder. Foxycart.com. Yeah, I'm not going to check out. It needs to be tuneoutdoor.com. This is I don't know why a company would do something like that. We had another one do the same thing. So, like, I could be spending like $20,000 or $18,000 on a product from you guys. You're going to expect me to go to some other domain. So tuneoutdoor.com, I proceed to checkout again, and I end up on some other domain. This one doesn't even have a description of it. Yeah, I'm giving them a 1. I wouldn't buy the product. That's bad. All right. Another site I've never seen before, moscomoto.com. What do they do? Ooh, I saw a kangaroo. I see. That's a kangaroo too. Motorcycles. Yeah, I don't have a motorcycle. I'm not cool enough. What is that? I thought it was a kangaroo. Anyways, I'm distracted. This is, that was fast enough. The background image took a while. Big background image, pretty typical. You should have some performance. That should have preloaded for me. So I'm gonna do a checkout though, because I wanted some, let's get a jacket, a cool motorcycle jacket. What do you think? Oh, here we go. Going with that one. Those images need to be preloaded. I don't know why. So I clicked a product and I get basically another hero image. This is not bad, but this is what like that's all superfluous. That's not needed. This is what should have loaded once I'm on a product page, as we all know. So I'm an extra large. I like that color. Add to cart. Let's see what happens. Nice little cart. Nothing wrong with that. Getting 25% off. Very cool. Looking at the console log, not seeing anything special. So now I'm in the cart. Full page. Oh, I couldn't check out before. That was a way out of it. Anyways, this is all pretty standard. This is a Shopify site. So, although some of the other Shopify sites had some weird stuff going on in the past. Great. Still insane domain. Typical Shopify site. If I would have had my, I'm in an incognito, but I probably would have had all my stuff populated. I don't see. Okay, there's the discount code. Typical. Yeah, this one, I mean, 4 out of 5. Performance wise, we just had those hero images. That was kind of a little weird. So that's it for today. I wanted to do a super quick lightning round. Looking for my ending. Stop sharing. So in the end, let's see. What are the takeaways? I think for sure, domains, if you're not sticking the user to your domain on a checkout of an e-commerce site, that's I can't even imagine why someone would continue with that. You've got some layout issues, some performance issues on some of these sites. Those are, again, if you've already known the brand, you're probably not going to have a big deal about it. There was the one that was more of a, seemed like a discount brand just because of some of the sales. And again, I didn't recognize them. And then some of the layout issues, and it just didn't feel like something I wanted to spend hundreds of dollars on online. Now, if I've seen them at a trade show or something like that and I was going to buy it, that's fine. But if I was just Googling and got the link from Google and went there, I probably wouldn't buy it personally, unless it was like a really good deal and I like had to do it. The other ones, again, you're getting by basically by having okay sites and people wanting their products, so they're going to buy it. You're still getting an issue where they're not going to click around. Now, there were a couple of sites that were super fast and I could have clicked more information, read some blog posts, clicked through and got all my information and then checked out. Those are the point, or maybe 1% that you're losing, because if you're not getting those people to come around and keep clicking and then eventually buying or maybe buying extra products, you're definitely leaving some money on the table. So that's it for today. Hope everyone comes back for the next episode. Miki will either fire me or give me a bonus. I never really know, but I didn't finish my cider, so she's going to have to edit the really big screw up in the beginning. So till next time, cheers.
Stay tuned for the next episode on Monday afternoon.